and will continue to do until Biafra is restored and all the suffering indigenous populations in the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke nna nke pụrụ ihe niile Chukwu okike abịa onye na-efuwe n'aja aha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị n'ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ebede ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro. Iwe enye anyị ndụ ala nke dị ndụ n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọ bụ naanị aka ike niile na ọ gbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị, nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee ezu oku mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na ihe n'ikwuru anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe. Agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbọgba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna ihere bụ nke ndị dị etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị, wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi nara otuto na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise.
Hello, thank you very much for joining us on Radio Biafra this beautiful morning. So I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, depending on where you are joining us from. Today is the 13th day of June, 2024, and the time is 5 minutes past the hour of 5 in the holy and blessed land of Biafra. It is time for sunrise on Radio Biafra London. My name is Mazi Sochima Mbanali, and it is an absolute pleasure to be with you here every morning from 5 to 7 a.m. Biafra time. Our religion is Biafra, and we worship here on Radio Biafra. This is where we conscientize ourselves. This is where we motivate ourselves. You can join us on radio at 102.1 FM, 102.1 FM, and you'll be able to be part of this program this morning. We are also streaming live on satellite and on various apps such as Radio Biafra and IPOB Community Radio. These are easy to download apps from your app store and very, very low data usage. We are also streaming live on our websites such as ipob.org and radiobiafra.co. ipob.org. When you go to this website, you'll be able to read the recent information concerning Biafra restoration and as well contribute towards the struggle. You'll see a link where you can contribute towards the struggle from. We are also live on Facebook on various Facebook apps such as Radio Biafra on Facebook and Sunrise on Radio Biafra on Facebook. Once more, I say thank you very much for being part of this program this beautiful morning. Thank you and thank you and thank you for being part of this program this beautiful morning. For waking up with me this time, I say thank you. You know, this time is a very, very, very good time for one to really sit down and articulate, really sit down and think on issues. Think on issues that really matter to you, things that are very important to you. This is the time to really have a look at them, really analyze things and see where things have been gotten well and where things are going astray. So remember yesterday was 12th of June 2024, and you remember that in the Zoo calendar, 12th is celebrated as Democracy Day, and as everything Nigeria, it was bastardized. So the question now is, yesterday so many things happened, honestly. So many things happened, and it is crazy that I have to start this broadcast with this subject of yesterday. And honestly, Nigeria is a laughing stock. Nigeria is a laughing stock. You see the way Nigerians are being treated. I don't know if Nigerians have ever really taken time to analyze why the international community would treat them the way they are being treated all over the world. I don't know if that makes sense to Nigerians to really sit down and analyze it and ask themselves, why is this the case? Why is this happening? Why are Nigerians being treated like lepers all over the world? Why is this the case? It is because of Nigeria. Because of the country that you have that you call Nigeria. That is why. That is why. And as soon as you are able to liberate yourself from that contraption, from that laughing stock called Nigeria, the better for you. So I asked this question: who fell more? The president, that is Tinubu, like somebody calls him. Is it Tinubu or is it democracy? Yesterday, who fell more? Is it Tinubu or is it democracy? Yesterday, Tinubu took a tumble. Yesterday, he fell. He fell really hard. Really, really hard. A lot of things happened yesterday. Even the bike yesterday that was supposed to be used in their procession. At a point in the middle of the whole march, the whole drive, the bike refused to start anymore. The fuel finished. In the middle of the stadium, the fuel of the bike that was supposed to be used for a procession finished. Not even without that not being the highlight of the day. Now the Tinubu fell. Even as he was going on to the podium for him to have to speak to the people, people started chanting different welcome songs or welcome anthem. People were asking for increase in minimum wage as a welcome address. So who really fell? Was it Nigeria that fell or was it Tinubu that fell? Which one fell more? Because both of them, people can call in and say, no, both of them already took a dive. Both of them already are on the ground. But then who fell the more? Yesterday, Nigeria shamelessly celebrated their Democracy Day, whereas the man who is presently asking Nigeria to respect democratic principles is in the DSS dungeon. Under Tinubu, in DSS dungeon, while Nigeria is celebrating democracy. The man who is championing the respect for the principles of the democracy that they celebrated yesterday is in DSS dungeon. And Tinubu and his friends and his brothers are busy saying, no. Tinubu wanted to release him. It was Igbo people. It is someone like Hope, Uzodinma, and the rest of them that asked him not to release him. And you ask yourself, what sort of nonsense excuse is that? Such things are why most times when people come out and they are Nigeria politicians and they speak, I look at them like, you cannot be trusted. You are telling me that a governor gave an order to the president of Nigeria not to obey democratic principles, to disobey his own law that he's supposed to be in charge of. And he obeyed. And you are telling me that that is how it should be. Therefore, I should go and blame the governor who is a nobody, who the people did not even vote into power. That he is the person I'm supposed to challenge, not the president that has the authority to release him. Especially on a democracy day, as a man championing for the principles of democracy. Nigeria is a lie. Nigeria is a lie. That is why Nigeria cannot be sustained. Yesterday, Tinubu said a lot of things. He said he feels the pains of Nigerians. He said he feels the pain of Nigerians. But let me remind you in one of his videos what he said to Nigerians. He said, yes, I know you guys are having a lot of problems. You guys, I said you guys, I know why I said that, because he's not part of you guys. He's not having the problems you're having. He said, I know you guys are suffering. I know there is hardship, but there is no other way. And this, are you telling me, is coming from somebody who feels your pain? Because if he's feeling your pain, he'll find a way. That is his job. He will do his job. But no, he's telling you he does not, there is no way, because he does not feel your pain. Just a few days ago, they banned people from really seeing the house that they built for the deputy vice president. A house that is worth over 20 billion in an economy that they are telling you, yes, it is so bad, and that they feel your pain. They are building a house worth over 20 billion. Only in transportation, they've spent over 5 billion. Only in transportation in 3 months alone. In 3 months alone. Over 60 billion. Over 900 billion actually. That's 30 states spent in 3 months on entertainment and the rest of them. In 3 months. And they're telling you they feel your pain. Let me refresh your memory.
The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there's not.
Wahala, ejibo wahala day. Wahala day because Nigerians have, they've refused to act when they are supposed to act. They've refused to do anything to change their own lives. They are relying on somebody else to change their lives for them. Tinubu yesterday also said that they are laying the foundation of Nigeria. Even that they are laying the foundation of Nigeria. Yesterday, that was what he said. Basically, even after 64 years of democracy, they are still in the process of laying the foundation. After 64 years. After 64 years, they are still laying the foundation of Nigeria. Now, you ask yourself, all this time, what is it that they have been doing? All this since 1914. Let's not even begin in 1960, because Nigeria, even the name Nigeria has been mentioned since as long as you can imagine. Even before the Berlin Conference, they already mapped out that place and called it Nigeria. And called it Nigeria. And today they are still laying the foundation after over 100 years. It is the same irony that while on the ground, while Tinubu was on the ground, he was telling the people, I will not fall. While he was on the ground, shameless liar. He was there speaking to the vice president, who a terrorist was found in his house. In government house, the house that was given to him by the government, he was there keeping a terrorist, a known terrorist that bombed Abuja. And how did they pay him? By building him a house of over 20 billion after making him the vice president of Nigeria. Shameless liars. The Nigerian president, just like Nigeria that he's in charge of, tumbled and failed. They failed due to little challenges that came their way. Little challenges because the challenge that is actually what Nigeria is facing today, the challenge of insecurity, is a little challenge, should be a little challenge, because Nigeria is a state, and therefore the first responsibility of a state is the protection of its people, that is security. Therefore, it should be a little challenge to the state. For it to continue as a state, then it must protect its people. But how will it continue? How will it protect its people when it has been forced on the people? This morning, we will look at the news in Nigeria to analyze the length of the fall of both the Nigerian president and the Nigeria democracy. And as we are analyzing the democracy, let us begin here. Let us begin from the judiciary. Because yesterday they were celebrating democracy. And there is no democracy without the judiciary, without justice. Justice is a principal foundation of democracy. Justice. Now, let us just go straight to quoting Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. You know, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor is a well-seasoned Nigerian lawyer who recently commented on the judiciary by saying the following. Let me read to you what he wrote on his Facebook. And he said, I have deliberately restrained myself from discussing this judicial fraud, but because it is gaining prominence in many reputable platforms, it is therefore necessary that humanity should have a look at the activities of these murderers of justice. I ask again, how did we get here? In a desperate bid to execute a dirty deal, anything goes. Does it mean that NJC is equally handicapped? What are we teaching the young lawyers, particularly the aspirants presently on court attachment, Something serious must be done to save this noble profession. NBA and NJC, over to you. That was his comment on Facebook when he posted the ruling from a court in Rivers State. Now, I want to also read to you the ruling in question that he made this comment towards, and you understand that what he said is you can understand the state of democracy in Nigeria from his comment. And it is, let me read this for you. It is suit number DHC. This is a judgment from the Nigerian court. Suit number DHC/20/CS/2024 between 1. Hyacinth Wosa Amadi, 2. Comrade Gospower Obua, 3. Tonye Datonye, 4. Baribe Gibson Enye, and 1. Right Honorable Martin Ama Ewule, 2. Rivers State House of Assembly, 3. Attorney General of Rivers State, 4. People's Democratic Party, PDP. Okay, now it says here court order. I want to point something out for you. It says here court order. Upon this matter coming up for ruling stroke judgment today, Monday the 10th day of June 2024, before His Lordship, Honorable Justice Dr. O. David Basam, Judge of the Degema Judicial Division, and after the determination of the suit and the delivery of the rulings and judgments, it is hereby ordered as follows. 1. That this suit be and is hereby dismissed, struck out for want of jurisdiction, pay attention to that. That this suit be and is hereby dismissed, struck out for want of jurisdiction. So the case has been struck out. Then number 2, it says that the People's Democratic Party PDP be and is hereby, that is by this judgment, joined as the 4th defendant. That PDP be and is hereby joined as the 4th defendant. And then let's go to the 3rd one. Number 3, it says that the claimant's case be and is hereby dismissed for lacking in merit. I don't know much about law, but I'm asking myself, why would you join somebody? Why would you join PDP as the 4th defendant when you have already dismissed the case? You mentioned that you dismissed the case after you joined the 4th defender. I don't understand it. Number 1, it says that the suit is hereby dismissed. You first dismiss the suit, then you join somebody to a suit that you dismissed, then you dismiss the suit again. I don't understand. I mean, this is Nigeria judiciary. Maybe it's me. Maybe because I'm not in the justice department. Maybe because I don't know. I did not study law. But I mean, this should be easy to understand, isn't it? Or is it just me? This is a representative of what is going on in the judiciary. The judiciary is non-existent. There is nothing like justice in Nigeria. There is nothing like justice. It is this judicial fraud that has kept the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi NnamdiKanu, in DSS custody. It is such judicial fraud when you have aeroplane turners in the helms of affairs of judiciary, people who have no understanding of what justice is, people who have no understanding of their responsibility to the people, people who have absolutely no understanding. The Chief Justice of Nigeria was found with, what's his name, with Tinubu, the president of the zoo, in UK before he was made the Chief Justice. And there was information that he was bribed in millions. And this is the kind of situation that you have. It is this judicial fraud that has kept the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi NnamdiKanu, in DSS custody since he was extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria in June 2021. It is because of such judicial fraud that allowed the Attorney General of the Federation to say that he does not know who this leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi NnamdiKanu, is, despite his case being the #1 case of Nigeria, despite international figures, despite former president of Nigeria, actually the imposter, despite the imposter commenting on it, despite the Prime Minister of Britain, the former Prime Minister of Britain, the people who created Nigeria commenting on it, he came out here to tell you that the most important court case in his own court, that he has no idea what is going on there. He has no idea who Mazi NnamdiKanu is. Because the Attorney General, they are all involved in the criminality happening in the judiciary. If they are not involved, the case has been submitted to him. The details of it have been submitted to him. What then will be his take? Let's see if he will support publicly this crime against humanity that the United Nations and other international organizations have already condemned and demanded the release of Mazi NnamdiKanu. And IPOB stands on the unconditional release of Mazi NnamdiKanu. Mazi NnamdiKanu has been held unlawfully by the Nigeria government since June 2021. This is despite different court rulings in Nigeria and beyond, discharging and acquitting Mazi NnamdiKanu of all charges. Why did they abduct Mazi NnamdiKanu? Because he presents a solution to the numerous issues that Nigeria is struggling with. These issues, I call them foundational issues. And it's as a result of these foundational issues that you have these politicians and you have these service chiefs, these people who are at the helm of affairs of Nigeria because of these foundational issues. Issues like corruption, issues like political instability, issues like human rights abuses, issues like economic mismanagement, issues like ethnic tension. It is as a result of these issues that this crop of criminals who are running the affairs of Nigeria came out. It is as a result of these issues that the foundation of Nigeria is built on. And this foundation produced these criminals who are running the zoo into the ground. Mazi NnamdiKanu presented a solution to this problem, so they went and abducted him. The solution that he presented is a United Nations supervised referendum for the indigenous people of Biafra, for us to decide our fate as indicated in the United Nations Charter, which Nigeria is a signatory to. And yesterday, they were celebrating their Democracy Day, whereas they are there strangulating democracy. They even had a terrorist in their midst. The man that terrorist was found in his house in their midst. They even had him there. Just like all of them are there supporting terrorism, because anybody supporting Nigeria is supporting the continuation of such terrorism. And how do we say a president that threatened the lives of his people, the people he says he's in charge of? The president of Nigeria sat over the engineering of a false flag operation at Aba so that they will have a reason to come into a peaceful state, abduct and kill innocent people, especially the youths who are the future generation, the people they consider the future generation. They abduct and kill them. And today, just like Mazi NnamdiKanu, thousands of Biafrans are illegally held at different dungeons of the Nigeria government. Thousands of them. Now, when you go to Aba, they have stationed their army at different points. What are their armies there for? What is it that they are there for? Not to secure the people, no. To abduct and kill innocent people. To abduct and kill innocent people. That is what they are there for. And I want to let you know that Aba traders stormed government house and they sought OT's intervention over the military siege. Over military siege. Military siege on their market, so as to stop them from doing business. This is the same government that is telling you yesterday, I feel your pains. The president that said, I feel your pains, is the one that is forcing you to stop work. Look at Enugu, demolished business premises of people. Thousands and thousands, if not millions of people benefit from there. They've rendered them hopeless. Without any alternative. None whatsoever. This is a government that said to you yesterday, I feel your pains. These traders marched to the governor of Abia State, his office, to seek intervention over the siege that the military held over this market. Traders from Ungwa Road Market, Aba. On Tuesday, they stormed Abia State Government House, Umuahia, to protest alleged siege of the market by the military following the May 30th killing of 5 soldiers by unknown gunmen. So for over 1 week, the military kept that land siege for over 1 week. Some of the inscriptions read, we are tired of staying at home. We have no access to our shops anymore. Our shops are under siege. President of the Traders Association, Chinedu Ofondo, who spoke on their behalf, lamented that they had not been able to access their shops since the incident. He said that the situation had been taking a toll on them and their families as they now find it difficult to feed. Our shops are under siege by the military since May 30. We don't have access to our shops again. Hunger is dealing with us. Governor, please come to our rescue, he pleaded. You know that hunger is a strategy of the Nigeria government. It is a strategy that they are using to suppress Biafrans, to suppress Nigerians, not just Biafrans, Nigerians. Speaking also, the Secretary of the Traders, Mr. Ikenna Ohanaba, said that the traders had been frustrated over the situation and needed government's help. Ohanaba, who said that the scene of the attack against the slain soldiers was far from the location of the market, wondered why traders would be made to suffer for what they had no hand in. Responding, the special advisor to the governor on trade, commerce and industry, Chief Nwaka Inem, commended the traders for their peaceful comportment. He promised to convey their grievances to the governor and pleaded with them to remain calm as government is making spirited effort to put the situation under check. The president of Nigeria made sure that these people, their businesses are, is trying to destroy their businesses basically, because I mean these people who was even acknowledged as conducting themselves properly could not have been the same people who went, opened fire and killed soldiers. Could not have been the same people. No investigation, nothing. Just trying to starve people into submission, and that will never happen. That will never happen. Now, fellow Biafrans, let me bring you this a letter to Alex Oti. This is very, very important. I need to bring you this letter to Governor Alex Oti. I think this was written by Mazi Sochima. Let me read it again. Let me just read it as we continue in this program this beautiful morning. Okay. It says, Dear Governor Alex C. Oti, the narrative of false flag operation carried out in Aba on 30th May serves as a signal on the potential dangers and consequences of manipulation and misinformation in Nigerian clandestine operation to destabilize Abia State. If the Nigerian military are sincere to themselves and are ready to unveil who carried out the false flag operation in Aba, can the military reveal the name of the army commander that posted those 4 Igbo Christian officers and 1 Hausa army officer, a Christian, Bala Abraham, at Obika Abia Junction on 30th May 2024? If they can unveil his name, that will solve the puzzle surrounding what happened in Aba. The army commander that made that posting knows about the operation according to intelligence reports gathered by IPOB intelligence unit. Mieti Yala is also part of the covert operation in Abia State because they are working hand in hand with the Nigerian military to destabilize Abia. Mieti Yala claimed they have a score to settle with your government. In a couple of days, IPOB/ESN shall release a certain video of similar Mieti Yala militia caught in other part of Biafra land where such operation was intended to carry out, but ESN foiled the operation. In the word of the Nigeria government and her military propaganda and deception, they want people to see the truth being told by IPOB over what happened in Aba as a mere fiction. And we must know that Nigeria captivates the essence of a world filled with manipulative tactics and agenda. What happened in Abia highlights the inherent nature of false flag operation, deception and covert operation by those who want Southeast to be in turmoil. As long as I know, this false flag operation in Aba and many other places in Southeast serve as powerful tools to create chaos and disorder behind the scenes in Biafra land. This false flag operation that forced President Tinubu to declare war against IPOB is captivating the attention and support of the unaware masses, while covertly sowing seeds of discord and uncertainty against our people. We must be on serious alert because behind every conspiracy lies an untold story waiting to be unraveled. This is written by Mazi Sochima, and that is the situation of things in Nigeria. Nigeria creating false flag to kill people, killing their own soldiers so that they will invade the people they are supposed to be serving, the people they are supposed to be servants to, in order to kill them. And look at what is happening in Niger State, called Niger State. It says here in Daily Post, Metro bandits release 40 out of 150 abducted residents in Niger State. So they released 40 out of 150 abducted residents of Niger. And the Nigeria government went yesterday to celebrate independence, to celebrate democracy, Yesterday to celebrate democracy. The person who created Nigeria must be crazy, honestly. The person who created Nigeria must be really, really crazy. It must be a madman and a madwoman. Must be a madman and a madwoman. Because, I mean, how else do you define the creation of Nigeria, where it is actually created not to serve the people, but to destroy the people? I mean, how do you create a state to, instead of to serve its purpose, to work against its purpose? I mean, where else does that happen? Where else have you ever seen such a thing happening? If not in Nigeria. If not in Nigeria. Now, I want to read another news for you. This is, I got this from Biafra TV, and it says, just in. This was about 13 hours ago. And I believe this is evidence towards what was written by Mazi Sochima, where he spoke about intercepting terrorists who also wanted to cause chaos in our land. Fulani terrorists, actually. It says here, ESN Special Squad intercepted a group of foreign Fulani militia dispatched into Biafra land. It's very important everyone supports IPOB/ESN to dismantle this marauding Fulani terrorist group invading Biafra land. The invasion of our land by this foreign terror group is a serious issue, but some of our people are not seeing the danger facing Biafra land. From interrogation, the ones speaking broken Igbo language claim there are many that have already entered in different states in the southeast and south-south, just that they missed road and were intercepted. He claimed there are others coming on their way into Biafra land. The Fulani terrorism has become the systematic tool of war that Nigerian government want to use to destabilize and conquer whole of Southeast region. Now let me play this for you so you listen to them.
Yeah, Quran. Yeah, go follow Quran. Yeah, we should go case. You know about buy a cake. You buy a cake. As an I got Samara or Samara. Yeah. Yeah, we Siagi, follow. Life and the only I will not be there. What you touch, what you touch, never. Yeah, though. You safer. I ain't got the platform. You can't walk up. Don't load. Yeah, feature no I say, like a you shall say by each up and down. I talk and then I do answer.
Okay. Let me leave it here. One of them was actually speaking Igbo. One of them was actually speaking Igbo. Let me read this press release from IPOB dated the 12th of June 2024 with a heading that says dislodged Fulani kidnappers at Lobanta carried out attack on the soldiers at Aba in connivance with army authority in Abia State, IPOB. I want to repeat that. I want to repeat that so that you get to understand it very, very well. It says, dislodged Fulani kidnappers at Lobanta carried out attack on the soldiers at Aba in connivance with army authority in Abia State, IPOB. It says the noble family and movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by the great leader Mazi Kanu, wish to let the public know that aggrieved Fulani terrorists kidnapping traders at Lobanta in connivance with some Fulanis in the military authority in Abia State were responsible for the attack and murder of 4 Igbo soldiers in Aba on 30th May. On May 30th, Biafra Heroes Day. The attack was masterminded to blackmail IPOB and to attack the government of Alex Oti of Abia State. The Nigerian government and her murderous army falsely and hastily accused IPOB as responsible for the attack on Nigeria soldiers in Aba on Monday 30th, 2024 during the Biafra Heroes Day. IPOB denied the allegations and called for an investigation into the murder of the soldiers. Instead of carrying out an investigation, the Nigerian government and Nigeria army resulted in media blackmail against IPOB and Governor Oti, the executive governor of Abia State. However, IPOB's intelligence unit, the M branch, went undercover among the Fulani traders to unravel the murderers of the soldiers on Biafra Heroes Day. The result of our findings was that the attackers were Fulani militias. It was discovered that some of the aggrieved Fulani kidnappers, masquerading as cattle traders at the Lobanta cattle market, in connivance with the Fulani military hierarchy in Abia State, launched the attack and murdered Nigerian soldiers to blackmail IPOB and to create confusion in the government of Governor Alex Oti for dislodging their criminal hideouts at Lobanta cattle market. IPOB Intelligence Unit M branch gathered that the Fulani criminals and kidnappers who were using Lobanta market as a hideout were shot out of the market by Governor Alex Oti's demolition of the shanties and brothels inside the Lobanta market, has been looking for means to create chaos in Abia State. The call by IPOB for a sit-at-home on 30th May to honor Biafran's heroes provided an opportunity for them to launch an attack on Abia State. The Obika-Abia military checkpoint was marked as the point to attack. They colluded with their brothers in the Nigeria Army in Abia State, who posted only the Igbo soldiers and Christian soldier from Plateau State to the Obika-Abia military checkpoint to be used as sacrificial lambs. The plan was to murder the Igbo and Christian soldiers to create division among Igbo. That was the reason the Nigeria media were told to highlight that the murdered soldiers were Igbos. Nigeria media hardly attached the ethnicity or religion to the slain soldiers in the north. The army deployed only Igbo soldiers and few Christian soldiers to duty post on that day because they had a secret mission to slaughter their fellow soldiers who are Igbo and a few Christian soldiers. They didn't believe that this information would come to public notice. The murder of the soldiers in Aba was planned and meditated to demonize IPOB. The media propaganda strategy was put in place to ensure they create confusion among Igbo and the IPOB movement, but they didn't know that would fail. That is why the Nigerian army accused IPOB of being responsible within hours of the attack. The next day, the Nigerian media named the slain soldiers as Igbo soldiers. The next day, the Nigerian president also issued a genocidal and wicked statement against IPOB and Igbo, comparing what happened to Okoama community in Delta State incident as child's play to what is going to happen in Abia State. It is a well-coordinated plan to blackmail IPOB and to set the stage for military invasion of Abia State government. The M Branch Intelligence Unit also revealed that Miyetti Yala terrorist group and Fulani jihadists are planning a second attack any moment from now, and they will mention IPOB ESN to demonize us. The aggrieved Fulani kidnappers shot out from the Lokbanta market want to bring harm to Governor Alex Oti's government in Abia State, and their collaborators in the Nigeria Army are not happy with Governor Oti and his government as well. They want to destabilize and create chaos in Abia State. Dr. Alex Oti must be very careful and watchful. The aggrieved Fulani terrorists and their jihadist soldiers have vowed to make Abia State ungovernable for Dr. Alex Oti. Those of them in the Nigerian army are under pressure to attack Abia civilians in retaliation of the false flag operation of 30th May. These Fulani terrorists have received funding from Miyetti Yala to mobilize and send some terrorists into Abia State if their friends in the Nigeria army refuse to slaughter Abia residents and create confusion. Miyetti Yala terrorist organization funds most of the kidnapping and criminality in the southeast. IPOB ESN is waiting for the Miyetti Yala imported terrorists in Igbo land. Though the Fulani terrorists masquerading as herdsmen are enjoying the protection of the Nigeria army, nevertheless, IPOB ESN will never allow them to turn southeast into a war zone like they did in the north. IPOB, however, cautions Governor Alex Oti not to capitulate under pressure to allow traders to reside inside the Lokbanta market. Since the shanties at the Lokbanta market were demolished, the crime rate and kidnapping cases along the Lokbanta axis have been drastically reduced. IPOB advocates for the total shutdown of the Lokbanta cattle market, if not to completely reform it, allowing only the legitimate traders in the market and not criminals, terrorists, and kidnappers. IPOB remains a non-violent freedom-fighting movement. All false flag operations that the Nigerian government and her murderous security forces have adopted in murdering innocent policemen, soldiers, and civilians to blackmail IPOB have failed and will continue to fail, comrade. Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB. Now, this is Nigeria Army colluding with terrorists. Remember what has been said about Nigeria Army and their terrorism, colluding with terrorists. Colluding with terrorists. Now, I want to bring you something from. I want to bring you. Okay, let me just go ahead and bring you this. Listen to this clip about what is happening in Nigeria and about what is happening. Excuse me for that. About what is happening in Nigeria and how the army is involved in what is happening in Nigeria. Listen to this.
Protected the military more than anything else. There is no house in Borno and that committee indicted the military more than anything else. There is no house in Borno that the military has not plundered. There is no house in Borno. There has been committee after committee set up by the government. And the government has failed to bring these people to book. In fact, this current leadership of the military in Nigeria today are an extension of that. And this government has failed to even acknowledge the reports of those investigations. We all know today that in this government, papers have been given, investigations have been made into the atrocities and the corruption in the military. We all know today that the Air Force, the papers or the investigation of the Air Force has been made public. That of the Navy has been made public. That of the Army has been swept under the carpet by this government because they are not only sustaining it, they are not only retaining those culprits, but they are still serving in various capacities in this government as a government that is supposed to be fighting corruption more than any other place, or more than any other thing. Now, with this, we should also look at the irresponsibility of the political elite. The political elite in this country have done nothing but to cash in on this poverty, on this ill education of the mass majority of Nigerians.
Tinubu and Co. Hope Uzodinma.
They have
Tinubu, Hope Uzodinma, the rest of them, they are the ones cashing out on insecurity. They call it business. They call it insecurity industry. They call it kidnapping industry. They are the ones.
Use you and turn your psyche into slaves. Slaves of religious and ethnic manipulations. No one has ever seen the son of a governor even going out to campaign. No one has ever seen the son or the daughter of the president going out to campaign. And no son of even a councillor, not talk of a senator or a chairman or a governor that has been abducted or that has been slaughtered on the streets. But the idiots that call themselves the masses allow themselves to be used through religion.
Now, I want to pause it there. I will continue to play it. But before I continue, I want to use this juncture to talk about something a bit that I had posted on Facebook. And this is for people at Olo. Olo has been the hotbed of insecurity orchestrated by the governor, the Supreme Court governor of Imo State. And I posted something on my timeline on Facebook, which is a write-up from one of our brothers, one of our comrades, Mazi Ekeroreke. You know him as Ekeroreke. So, and it is a warning to our people, especially those at Omaka and that environs, those at Olo, our people at Olo, This is a stern warning, a serious warning to all of you. All of you that are being involved in criminality, you must know that your days are numbered if you are involved in criminality. I am saying it clearly, your days are numbered. You know why I say it? It is not as if I'm going to come find you. That could happen. I can get that crazy. I can. But that is not the point. The point is that even the governors that you are working for, the crazy politicians that you're working for, like this woman say, who don't even bring their children to campaign for them. After that, they will kill you. After that, they will kill you. Therefore, anybody involved, if you know anybody who is involved, bring their names. Bring their names and send it to IPOB. Bring their names and send it to IPOB. We need to caution this terrorism that is ravaging our land. It must stop. It must stop. Your politicians don't care about you. All they care about is giving you 1 naira, giving you 2 naira, so that you make a mess out of yourselves. And it must stop. It must stop. I remember somebody once said to my father that black people, Nigerians actually, she said Nigerians, that Nigerians are obedient, very obedient people. That's what she said to my father, that Nigerians are obedient people. And you wonder what is going on with some of our people. You haven't learnt that your obedience is not to any politician. You are still yet to learn that. One of the things about being stupidly obedient is that one can be so ignorant. It can make one so ignorant of what is happening, what is right before their face. It can cloud somebody's sense of reasoning, somebody's sense of judgment. And it doesn't matter how obedient you are to some fool, because he's related to you in one way or the other. Leave that. The security of our lives, the security of our properties is of utmost concern. If you are from Olu, if you are from anywhere in Biafra land, you better stop your criminality, because it will definitely catch up with you. Definitely catch up with you. Now let's go on and listen to this woman before we open up the line.
Ethnicity to divert attention, but to continue to make you into slaves that will be exploited again and again unending. So until you put into your thick head that you are no slaves to anybody, that the resources of Nigeria is ours, then you will continue to be enslaved. You will be where you are forever, starving. I have never seen the son of the imam being slaughtered or rioting. Neither have I ever seen the son of the pastor. I don't know the difference between a Christian child and a Muslim child. Ladies and gentlemen, we can go on and on. However, the crux of the matter is that we don't have a nation. As it is, we don't have a country. Because the primary responsibility of every government, that which gives legitimacy to any government, is to secure the territorial integrity of that nation and to provide security for lives and property, and to give us an enabling environment to live and to sustain our lives without hindrance, without fear of being kidnapped or being killed or being assassinated. That is the primary responsibility of any government. Any government that fails to do this lacks legitimacy to govern and lacks and should be said to have failed, woefully failed. It is left to Nigerians now to decide, to wake up and say, have I been given what is duly mine? Have you received it? Or are you still parasites? Are you still slaves in your mentalities? we have to be able to think. As for our military, we are demanding a thorough overhaul of this military. Anything short of this is a cahoot. Anything short of this is, to say the least, the government is a beneficiary. The people in government are benefiting. For so long as you see crime within the prison of tribe or religion, you are part and parcel of the problem. Because you are perpetuating it, you are not looking for solutions. And what does it matter? What does it matter to the victim? Does it make any difference to the victims of Mambila, Benue, or Zamfara, under whose government they were killed? The dead is dead. The orphan is orphaned. Does it matter who made it happen or who allowed it to happen? So, ladies and gentlemen, I can't say much because I did not even prepare a paper. You have to forgive me. But we all have a responsibility, not only to ourselves, but to our children. Anybody, I have said, who sits on the fence without saying anything or doing anything is either a coward or a hypocrite, or both.
You have a responsibility to yourself and to your children. That is for sure. You have a responsibility to ensure that there is peace around your area, that this criminality doesn't continue around your nation, in your nation. It is a responsibility to you, not just left to the security operatives, but even to you. It is a responsibility that you owe to yourself and that you owe your children, those who are here and those who are yet to come. It is a responsibility. You see that Nigeria government, they have failed. They have failed you. They have failed you. So why are we still relying on the same people, the same politicians? The same politicians. Why do we rely on them? Why do we always go to them? Why is that the case? Can't we save ourselves from this poverty that makes us go to them? These people need us to come to them so that they will steal from us. The moment we stop going to them, they will not be able to steal from us. Honestly. Honestly. The moment we stop going to them, you see those who run to them. They are the ones who are encouraging them to continue in their wickedness against you. Against you. Hope Uzodinma, did he not promise you jobs? Where is the job today? That he will send you overseas, that he will take you away from your land. Listen to what this governor said about insecurity. About insecurity. Just listen. This is the governor of Zamfara State. I just want you to listen to what he said about your defense, the people who are supposed to defend you.
Are you working together with him?
You know, it is always interesting when this issue of Minister of Defense comes on, and yeah, he's Minister of.
The line is open. The line is open. Forgive me, I did not mention the number. The number to call is +27 73 8090 689. This is on this number, this line. You can call us either on WhatsApp or what is this other one? Signal. Yes, it is called Signal. Yeah, either on WhatsApp or on Signal. I repeat, +27 73 809 0689. Okay, I think let me bring in this caller. Okay, this is Mazi. Okay, foreign. Let me bring him in and some other people. Welcome to Radio Biafra. Welcome. Ototo Oma Mazi. Welcome to Radio Biafra. Please go ahead. The mic is yours. Okay. Then let me keep you guys. Are you guys ready now? I have guests here on the radio. Are you guys ready now?
Can you hear me loud and clear?
Loud and clear. Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Mazi Sochima. First of all, we say good morning to you, good afternoon, good evening. Our leader remains Mazi NnamdiKanu. Head of the remains Mazi Chika Edozim and wonderfully well. And by guess what you coming on Sunday to get us. Men and women of all radicals all over the world. We appreciate all of you. Mazi, what we're going to do this morning, we're going to give you a very wonderful report from Enugu and Imo. But meanwhile, before the Imo reporter comes in, let me hand over to our brother from Enugu, Ihamufu, precisely, to tell us what's happening there. You played the voice message yesterday. Mazi watching from Enugu. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Mazi, you have the platform. We are moving now. Please tell us everything you know that's happening around Enugu, and even in Biafra land and as a whole. There were.
To all the whole Biafrans, and good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending wherever everybody is located. Presently now, in Ihamufu, to start with, as of 2 days ago, being on 11th, we have an intelligent report coming out from Nigerian military. And the information reaching us has it that one of a brother from Biafra land that came back all the way from the north, traveled down to Mbuji, that is farm settlement Mbuji, where Fulani have almost captured. And at the end of the day, did not inform any personnel based on his nervousness and rushed down to his father's building in the farm settlement. At the end of the day, he did not meet up by involving people who were supposed to take cover or guide him through that bush farm settlement where Fulani have captured. So now, only to get the details from a personnel who, one of my brother who came out from north, still were asking his military friend what is happening in that bush where they are claiming to create a barrack at Mbuji, and there Mbuji, that is farm settlement. So at the end of the day, he was trying to explain to our brother why I was an eyewitness confirmation. So, and what he was telling him officially was that one of our brother did not tell them he is going to the bush, only getting before to his own father's house that was built in that farm settlement. He get to find out that Fulani have captured a full complete flat with their arms, and almost that place has become their, should I call it a tango, or one of their captured environment. At the end of the day, he was lucky not to see, those Fulani not to see him, and he ran back, coming to report to Nigerian Army, being the zoo, telling them that they saw Fulani with their arms. So when the so-called Nigerian Army went there in terms of like trying to find out if his confirmation is true, because he was saying that he saw them and they were cooking. They already made that place a kind of a home based on their trying to capture everywhere they capture. They dominate that place and they mount a kind of a checking point there, or in form of they have made that place a kind of a home, because closing and coming closer to the harmful home precisely now. So when the military, before military will get there, either under forgery, meaning those betrayers, I don't know, whether called the Fulanis that Nigerian army are on their way. Those people evacuated. The Nigerian army was saying before this, my brother, that they saw, the only thing that made them confirm that Fulanis are truly there is because the food demand say that the Fulanis are cooking. And before they could get there, Fulani have exited that presence, that place where those people confirmed they found the Fulanis. At the front run, then they find out that Fulani have started cutting palm trees. That is apple, no nibo. The palm trees are cut. You go one room, it filled even almost one room. Palm trees that the Fulani has cut, and how they have formed another man is a Biafra man's house. They have dominated our house. They have used it as their own home, approaching closer. So what they did now, in the Nigerian Army's confession, was saying that for them to make that place a homeless place for Fulani, as he claims, they have to burn the house, which out of intelligence, I don't want to confront him there, because I would have asked him, why then do you burn the house? If at all you are intelligent enough to fight Fulani, must you burn an innocent man's house that's built with his hard labor? Why not at least track them down? At least they will come back to that house. Burning it down is like you have waste another man's house down, which will not stop. So if Fulani keep coming to people's house and keep living there, you keep burning houses just like that. That's to say, you are not making them homeless, because they're already homeless already. They're in the bush. So this is a confirmation, and this is happening at Egumbuji, precisely. And as of yesterday, we went, based on the people we are working as Umu Chineke, we went to find out what exactly is happening in Egamede. This is another present situation in Egamede as we speak right now. In Egamede, someone from Mbuji, that is Ogbete in Mbuji. Ogbete is a farm settlement in Mbuji. Fulani has captured that place again, and they tortured one man called Evesta Onuchuku. There were two people who were tortured by Fulani, giving the people promise that they are coming to Onuchuku in Egamede. Onuchuku in Egamede. The man they tortured and they brutalized, his name is, I'm coming because I have the record here, Olinya Jesiah. And they made away with his 8,500 naira, leaving him with wounds to go and deliver a message to Egamede people as of on 11th of this month. If I'm not mistaken, today is 13th. On 11th of this month, they brutalized the man, they used cutlass on him and sent him a message, leaving him alive to go and tell Ndegamede in a harmful that they are coming to attack at Egamede farm settlement, place called Onuchuku in Egamede. That was the formation. For now, Fulani are still oppressing people in Egamede and Egamede farm settlement and Nguji farm settlement, stroke Ebo, up to now. This one happened day before yesterday on 11th. This situation is coming, and by his grace, Nigerian army are so still claiming that they are building barrack, which I know the barrack is for Ruga, helping the Fulanis, having their own eye service claiming that they are fighting Fulani. But no one day have we heard or seen that Fulani were arrested by the Nigerian zoo. And yet the Fulanis and the Nigerian armies are still in the same farm settlement up to date, oppressing people, killing innocent people, and destroying farm crops. This is getting on our necks. Ihamufu is gradually entering under siege with the same Fulani, with so much trickish of intelligence by the zoo plans formed by the Nigerian so-called governor of Enugu State. This is the present situation we are having now at Hamufu. Want to say it loud and clear for the world to know that Fulanese with the Nigerian Enugu state governor is working either hand in hand, or else he should explain why there are still so-called barrack building in that farm settlement, yet Nigerian armies are there, yet Fulanese are killing and intimidating and kidnapping people and destroying farm crop. For now, nobody can go to that farm and harvest what he farmed, or even to plant anything, nor even any seed in that farm settlement. Thank you. I greet you. May Chukwu Kabiama still be with us as we continue this fight. Our victory is sure by the name of Chukwu Kabiama. I pray. He said.
Thank you for a good word. Thank you. Continue to keep the word posted, and their fans all over the world what is happening around the world. And to make more inquiry, more researches, because we have a studio in Enugu now. It's wonderful. Mazi Sochima, if you have anything to say, you say before I drop and come back to our brother from Imo State.
Thank you very much, brother, for the information. Thank you very much. My question is just simple, and I don't think you are the person to answer it, because basically I want to ask the same question you asked. Why is it that the army burnt down somebody's house? 1. 2, why is it that the army is there and the insecurity is happening? 3, why is it that the governor of the state brought in army into a place, and now we are hearing that it is Fulani people that have actually taken over the place, whereas the governor there said he's bringing army for security, which means basically the army is there to encourage insecurity. But like I said, I don't think you are the right person to answer. These are questions that Nigeria government and the army should be giving us answers to. Mazi Ekeroreke, please continue.
Yeah, Mazi, another thing to help ourselves, because see that area he's mentioning, one and in all these people they call for settlement. So what is settlement? That's why I said the other time our people should be trying to bring development that area. And moreover, from 2018, 2020, we are shutting our people to form hunters union. They don't have to be going in one person. Let them go in group. Let people buy something. It's very important. Because our people should get prepared, fighting to defend themselves, and go in group that area, and let development enter that area. If there are these people are living there, they cannot sit as a farm settlement. And the Biafra, it's very annoying, because when we are telling our people to come down home and see what that useless banner chief reform homework are doing. This is the truth in our midst, trying to discourage our people, insecurity in Biafra. But the chief of insecurity to oppose them. So Biafra shouldn't listen. We must continue to preach, going back to our root. That's bringing our things home. Our Biafra should look toward that area. Let us continue to develop our places. Because when we started developing that area now, all these stories will stop. And by grace of God, very soon all of them will be having radio Biafra. They continue to report. Please let our people from that area, this dangerous area, going in group, form hunters, buy something to defend yourself. Even buy something that is better than the one they are holding. Because there is nothing like army. There is no law. There is no army. It is the army that are doing the kidnapping. What everywhere they're kidnapping people, there is a bus stop in Biafra land. There is army checkpoint. Within the axis they are operating. And the army gives information. So thank God you couldn't ask that question. You did diplomatically. And you're working them at the NOB. But I have to drop here. Let me see if I can get a brother from all of you.
Okay.
Important.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mazi.
Thank you. Do have a wonderful day.
Watching a Kendewe from Biafra land. You see Kendewe. Anyanudo.
He said.
Okay. Thank you guys very much. The line is open. Please do call in and be part of this conversation. We have a serious issue of insecurity that is government sponsored happening in our land, and it will take our effort. It is an effort that all of us must join hands in order to ensure that we rid our land of these criminals. These people are being sponsored by the government in order to invade our land, and therefore we cannot rely on the government. You can't be calling on the same army that is protecting these people, the same army that is guarding them, showing them the ropes, showing them where to go to, giving them information on what to and who to attack. We must be able to rise up as men and save ourselves. Okay. I have a caller on the line, Mazi Sochima. Welcome to Radio Biafra. Please go ahead, introduce yourself and your opinion. Mazi Sochima. Hello, Mazi. What is going on?
Of state defense, but of one benefit.
Mazi, welcome to Radio Biafra.
Hello.
Yes, please, go ahead. Introduce yourself and your opinion.
Hello.
Yes, you are live on Radio Biafra. Please go ahead, introduce yourself and your opinion. Can you hear me?
Hearing me?
I am hearing you loud and clear. Please go ahead.
Hello, Mazi Mbanali. Are you hearing me?
I am loud and clear. Please go ahead.
Okay. My name is Sochima Mbanali, and I'm speaking from my location. Thank you once again. I greet my leader, our leader, Mazi NnamdiKanu, the man who set up this platform to expose so many things that was hidden under the roof of heaven. I greet him once again. Yes, Mazi Mbanali. You talk about Tinubu statement.
Mazi, please hold on. Mazi, please hold on. I beg you to please forgive me. Hold on. I need to open up a call. I'll bring you back, please. Okay. Yes. Please go ahead. Go ahead. You are on Radio Biafra now. Hello. You are live on radio. Please go ahead. Introduce yourself and your opinion. Please go ahead.
Are you talking to me?
Yes. I'm talking to you. Please go ahead.
Okay. Mazi Sochima, are you on to me?
I am on to. I'm talking to you. Please go ahead. I am talking to you. Please go ahead. Go ahead. You are live on air.
Okay, I never knew you were talking to me.
I'm sorry.
Okay, once again, I demand okay for listening again. I have a reporter from Imo State. I'm watching from Imo State. You hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, please stay in. You are giving a report. Filter your noises, please. Good morning, Ototoma from here. You're on to Radio Biafra, anchored by Sochima from South Africa. I just have to leave the platform for you. Let us know whatever that is happening in Imo State. Everything, no, please. You have the time now. There were Mahmoud.
Okay, sir. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on all of us of freedom. I remember as watching a from Imo State, or where capital city of Imo State, Biafra land. The situation at Mbise now, let me start from what is happening at Mbise. The siege at Mbise now is terrible. Honestly, it's as if that area are now a military zone. From Mbise Road roundabout to Obo is all military. Both the one parading, both the one patrolling, both the one doing one or two in that area, using a block and the sound to block the road. People can no longer move freely anymore because of the tiny road. People cannot move freely. the military are now laying siege to that entire small community. It's unfortunate. There is no problem there. There is nothing like security there. There is everything is normal, and the whole people then are moving their normal businesses without any problem. But the level of siege by the military, looking for whom to collect money, extorting money from our people, and embarrassing our people. They don't care who that person is. They will ask you one silly question, and the next thing is try to extort money from you. That is what is happening at NBC right now. Secondly, Mazi sent me to Township Studio in Olu because of the level of inhuman treatment that these Bugago people and military people, police people, and all the rest of them are treating our people, extorting our people. That's the only thing they do, extort money from us. They will go to all the whole villages around that area, all the whole villages around nearby Olu Municipal. They will arrest any youth that they see there, knocking at the door. They will come at the early morning. Before they will knock at the door. Any person that is average age, they will adopt that person, taking that person to the that Olo Township student. That's why they camp all of them. Go there. A lot of young youth are there, languishing for nothing they know nothing about. Please, that area needs urgent attention. Please, urgent attention, because the inhuman treatment they are doing there is so bad. Day before yesterday, the guy that they arrested, the guy is a businessman at Olo Market, the building material. The guy was crying bitterly, crying woefully that this money that they want to withdraw from his account, because they are beating him, asking him to bring account, give them the ATM code. The guy refused. That this money is the money that the only survival of money that he has for his business. They are accusing him that you are ESN, you are this, you are that. That if he refuses, that they are going to kill him. They now push the guy, since they know that people are watching them, what is happening there. They now push the guy inside. Maybe at the end of the day, they will withdraw the money, or they will share the money into two and withdraw half of the money. That is what our people are passing through.
Mazi, let me come in there. Mazi, let me come in there, because the same thing is happening in the whole of the state. In Imo State, go to Nkwere. I don't know if you eventually got to Nkwere headquarters, local government.
Maybe I will travel that area.
Yeah, don't disclose about that. Why they push people? God, did you see the kind of death bonds that in our local government? Just like the whole of the local government. The whole of local government in Imo State is a clean place. They have armored car. That's why they station their checking point there. Even that useless what do you call that, archery of army feke that are kept all the way it is. So our people must be very, very careful. All the local government in Imo State has armored cars. That's why they station there, they push inside and they butcher you there. All the local government from Okwero, Itato, Tarot, everywhere. All the local government in Imo State, all the police stations have armored cars. My brother, go on.
Okay. Okay, Mazi. The situation is bad there, honestly. The level of siege there is too terrible. That need urgent intervention. Please. So another area that I want is what is happening at the State CID Imo State. Yes, State CID Imo State is another dungeon. that people will be going their normal businesses, just secretly adoption of our people, channeling them to stay CID, accusing them. Especially they will see all these young guys that in exotic cars. Once they see the blog, they will, who are you? What did you do? Before you know it, they will start shooting sporadically. And once they kidnap that person, straight to this. Before you know it, he is a member of ESL. He have killed 100 police. That's what whole Pozorama is doing. That bringing him to a situation that people, but because of the overcrowded and overpopulated.
Okay, what is happening? Hello, are you still there?
Network is
Yeah.
Stop us not to do what we are doing. We are here to liberate our people, to make sure that our leader Mazi NnamdiKanu is being released, and to restore Biafra. That's all. Mazi, yesterday was a laughing situation for the zoo Nigeria yesterday. See how the zoological president fall like I don't know how I will compare that because everything has fallen. The whole situation, the economy, all of the whole part of the country, none of them are happy because of one man. You are holding an innocent man.
Mazi ngura tuwanga no go ye lo ya. Eba I end up for jure ho. Ye the what the democratic the whatever they call it. But
the mockery day, that's the mockery day.
And they are using 12 to June to do their this thing. So bad. We pray now we're waiting for the news.
Honestly, it's a mockery day. It's a democracy day. Democracy day. It was mockery all over. Honestly, a wonderful work which Chukwuka is doing for us. He's doing a heavy work. So, Mazi, another area that I want to touch before I sign off from here is those people that hobos that killed their husband. See, after the meeting at the state CID there, I'm trying to reach if one of those women, maybe I will take my time to see whether I would get, because I learned that they are coming there on Sunday, that they gave them an appointment on Sunday to have meeting there on Sunday, that they don't want the visit of the wife of the IG to be interrupted. So they now give them an appointment on Sunday. This Sunday, we'll make sure that we'll get exactly what we want. Shalom, Mazi. They want to do the run.
Now, one that you can. Thank you, Thank you for coming. Mazi Sochima, thank you for having us this morning.
You're welcome.
With your strength.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you. Okay, let me bring back. That was information from Biafra land. I gave you information from somebody came and brought information from Ehamofo, and then that one came from Olu. So let us go back to Mazi Chukwu Emmanuel. Mazi Chukwu Emmanuel, welcome to Radio Biafra. Please go ahead, introduce yourself and your opinion. There will go ahead, please.
Hello.
There will please go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, my name is Chukwu Emmanuel, and I'm speaking from my location. Thank you once again, as always. I greet my leader and our leader, Mazi NnamdiKanu, the man who set up this platform to expose so many things that It was reading that the roof of heaven. I greet him once again. Yes, this morning, I want to start from Tinubu, laying foundation of hunger, laying foundation of kidnapping, laying foundation of people who are desperate that know what next to do in the name of Nigeria. This is 64 years. 64 years. Anybody that was born 1960, if he's still alive, and have got granddaughter or grandson as a human being. But in the case of Nigeria, Tinubu government is number one evil that has happened to Nigeria. Democracy Day, according to them, the Tinubu have done so harm than good. Tinubu himself is a criminal. His vice president is a terrorist and criminal put together. And they are doing what they are doing because of what they are as a human being. People are suffering in Nigeria. People are crying left and right. But Tinubu is busy dancing, claiming democracy. Where is the democracy in Nigeria? When our leader have been held 3 years now in the custody of Nigeria because our leader told Nigeria to do the right thing so that people will enjoy the country they find themselves. They lock him up. Their courts have released our leader several times. And they say no. They still hold him up to today. 19th of this month is going to make 3 years. And Tinubu is claiming that they are democracy. Well, every time I still to mention this thing, my happiness when I see what is going on in Nigeria is that death is inevitable. Be you who, one day you will leave everything and go empty-handed. If not, somebody to say is a Nigeria is a curse to humanity. Because everything in Nigeria is upside down from the beginning to the top. Everything in Nigeria. There's no good thing in Nigeria. From the religion aspect of life, from the traditional rulers, all of them. This thing started from far away from Britain. When Britain came to Nigeria, he saw that Igbo people are people who know God by spirituality. They say, okay, what we do is that we will destroy these people's way of life and hand over them what they call religion, Christianity. All the genuine leaders, they start to kill them one by one. And they stone criminals in the name of leadership. And that thing has been growing. See where we are today. Everywhere is criminal. When you...
Okay. Mazi Sochima Mbanali. Mazi, can you hear me? Please 1 minute because of time. Please 1 minute and round up so that please because of time. Thank you very much.
Okay. One thing is this.
If people who are living in Nigeria are still waiting for Nigeria, their name is sorry, because the worst is about to come. Thank you very much, Mazi.
Thank you.
Sochima.
I appreciate you.
Will be the strength of some of us who are human beings, because I have seen, when I listen to our leader, NnamdiKanu, I see that there's very few people who are human beings on this earth. The only thing that make a human being to a human being is good government. It's not religion. Thank you, and God bless you. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Thank you very much, too. Thank you very much, too. Mazi Desmond, you are welcome to Radio Biafra. Please go ahead, introduce yourself and your opinion. Ndeo.
Mazi Sochima, are you on to me?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, Otuto Mama Chineke. Good morning to Biafran's IPOB family. And our great leader, His Excellency Mazi NnamdiKanu. Good morning, sir, to you from here. My name is Desmond and I'm calling from Italy. Mazi Sochima, I just want to add to this program this morning because it's important. And you can see Biafrans all over the world. You can hear the kind of reports we are getting because a lot of things is happening in Nigeria, but we are basically about Biafra land. And what we ask ourselves is, why is the military taking siege? Why is the military invading our land? Why is the military killing our people? Why are they making life uncomfortable for our people? You see what is going on in Ihamufu in the communities there. The reports, you can see how they are shading the Fulanis, that even after there is a report that came to them about the Fulani terrorists, they informed the Fulani terrorists and the Fulani ran away, and then when they are, in order to seal evidence, they burned down the house. You see now, and they are building an army barrack in that area. You know, now look at the one going on in Imo State, in MBC, as the reporter gave. You know, then now look at the video that surfaced online yesterday, the one you just played this morning about Fulani coming in, and what was written, what Mazi Sochima Mbanali wrote, that the confession of one of them who spoke broken Igbo, you know that kind of Igbo they used to speak, then that he said that there are a lot that they have already entered many places in Biafra land. And you saw the pictures, you saw the pictures of them wearing military uniform. So why is Nigeria army using their military tools, guns, everything, their personnel to disturb our people or to kill our people or to destroy our land? What is this all about? What is this thing all about? Is to let you know that if Biafrans, if we don't rise up, we are in a deep shit and we are in a mess. Let me say this. Why I'm saying this is that I want every Biafran to know that if we don't support ESN, because all these things you see happening, and when I see that I just no like that, because this is why these people hold our leader. You remember last time when Mazi Sochima Mbanali was talking about it, when in his last broadcast, people think they say they are holding our leader because they want to surround Biafra land. And when they are surrounding your land, taking positions, what do they want to do? Is to invade. And you know, because of the unconsciousness of our people, they will kill many people. Because our people are very, very. You can hear what happened. Somebody just came from the north and started to go into his father's house that is in the bush, which is right, without making it. But then, because of the security situation, you have to make findings. Had it been they saw him, they would have killed him. Who knows how many people they have killed there unconsciously? Are you with me? Because he went there unconsciously. Because if he was conscious, he wouldn't have gone there alone. Our people are unconscious. They don't even. Some of them don't even know what is happening. So before they will see the danger will kill them. Biafrans, please, we must support ESN financially. This is not time we'll be hearing all these things. Maybe you are in America, you are in Europe, you are somewhere, and you just keep quiet. Because if you keep quiet, it will still get to you. If you're in America, any day you come back home, it will get to you. Even if you're in America, serving them, because all of us in all this diaspora, we are all living as slaves. Let us even say the truth. Nobody should come here and tell me, we are all living as slaves. Can you build a business of your own in any foreign land? A standard business. It's not that you say you do one. Can you, if you go to Biafra land or you go to Lagos, see how people doing business, you see them there. Can you build that kind of business? Can you build business like maybe Innocent or Ibeto in any foreign world? It's impossible. You can't do it. Show me one Biafra who is in foreign world having a business like Ibeto or Innocent Moto as they have in Nigeria. because they have their business in Lagos. All these people that are not supporting us, tell me one, there is no one. What am I trying to say? Only your home come and do something and take it to the greatest height that it will be useful to your people and your generation. And that's why you see we have people who have money, but the road to their own house is not start. Why? Because of what? Because of the land is under siege. And because our people must learn how to support what we are doing. Support IPOB and ESN. We'll be saying this thing. Support IPOB and ESN. Call for the uncle. Anywhere you are, use anything you have to support what we are doing. Because if these people destroy our land, we will not blame Chukwu Abịama, we will blame ourselves. Because it's our fault. Because Chukwu Abịama has opened everything for us. Because what is exposed to you is meant for you to fight. Support IPOB, support ESN through our IPOB unit, IPOB zones, our PayPal, www.ipob.org. If you have difficulties, please call any of our presenter and you'll be directed on how to use the PayPal or directed to the right source that you also give down your support. And through any other means as approved by HODDOS, in form of fundraising, other things. We cannot continue to talk. What we need is support. And now our HOD has said it. And now we need all these things then, because if you still have people to buy, they don't have the money to buy it. And now let us support the men that God has given to us, the ESN. Let them do the work. Let us support them. Thank you very much, Mazi. And Elohim bless you from here.
Bless you too. Ndewo. Thank you very much, Mazi. I appreciate. Even if you have a job that you are doing there, even if you have a company like Innocent that you are doing there, it is still a service to them. It is a service to them. So you are still serving them. It's still a service to them. So I'll go to one more call. I will just go to one more call. Wow. Sorry, I can't, this thing is not, this thing called phone is not coming through. Let me see. Hello, caller. Caller, you are live on the radio. Okay. No. Please hold on while I take one last call. I just see missed calls here. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, let me see. Okay, Mazi Okechukwu, you are welcome to Radio Biafra. Please go ahead. Your opinion, please. Please go ahead. 3 minutes. We're out of time.
But there is only one thing. Well, we the Biafrans must be in mind. Mazi Mbanali. If we fail to restore this land, this ancient land that belongs to Chinek, that he gave to us, we, the Biafran race, the Igbo people. If we fail to restore it now, we are gone. And we are gone forever. Mazi Mbanali, kandi Igbo niile be niile anyị nọ n'elu ụwa. Men on Italy, men on America, many of us don't know. It is only Biafra, DNA. Chukwuka want all his children anywhere, but work a but one, but what about the Biafra, not Unuku. Oh, the candidate of Biafra. I'm working Sheska. I'm a number. I'm a Fumawa. I take go my papa village. That's all my mama. I'm not a woman. I do my one. As a mock, I'm not making like America. I don't be later. The agenda of Fulani and the Yoruba and is for us to kill all of our leaders because they know that you people are culprits. But he wants to save all of you. That's why they don't appreciate. They will, as long as in Isaiah Korea from Kwa, Negana Mukwa, we will be a friend. Oh, Tineka Moa, Oyan and the Flanica, Oyan the Sanka, Oyan the Yorubanka, can we can I will say, never the Tanka, the Tempera, Putana, the Leona, Putana. That's why we have English name. You want Tetanona? Oh, Tetanona, And the decision about that, oh, baby, na bamba, oh, Supanzonu, na Cadetta ticket, I'm not Cadetta ticket, or Cadetta another Carpatana Lango. Potana Lango, Gahicha. Oh, the ticket doesn't contain any Quaraja. The ticket doesn't. Psalm 119. Very important, the Lord of the Lord. And Psalm 127, in praise of God's goodness. If the Lord does not build the house, the work of the builders is useless. If the Lord does not protect the city, it is reserved for the citizens to stand the guard. I study your instruction to examine your teachings. I take pleasure in your laws, your command. I will not forget the Lord of God. Omo Chineke, let us know Chineke. Kedo, my father, my bishop, my pastor. Then the man Jesus can so. The man Muhammad to. Onya kele na di Chineke, alawa. Alawa ma de funda the bishop in the Biafra, alawa na. Alawa no go to find the fula de busha ga na be chindo chapitela. I ga no chene baby temple. I ga ho na ma Chineke wo. Then ga ejo enkwala. Enwekwala maka ke Biafra wo de no nke kanta yikribo. Ihe ga-ebu ma ị ga-ahụ korokoro. Ọ dị nwe ihe niile. Ọ bụrụ ka anyị na-emeta aka. Tinubu, those who fight to tell your terrorist soldiers, let them be warned in Abia State. And the next way to take notice of this, they are invading you. They are intimidating you. Why must they block Iron Market? That has to forget there. I pay Pagoda and press release here. That has to get out. Why must they stab our women? I'm not telling that militaries are blocking Iron. I'm not telling it. And all of you people come there. Get out from that place. Insulting the Nigerian Defense Academy. You don't know that you're a disgrace to the Nigerian Defense. You want the one the military to come and to pick all of you, huh? Huh? You are disgracing American soldiers. Mazi Sochima, Nigerian Military Defense Academy is the complete insulting American soldiers to the core. Chinese soldiers are not the same military. They are here at the same point, collecting money, killing us. While the soldiers in America are protecting their cities.
Yeah.
You see them? Mazi Sochima, you see them?
Yeah, useless.
Are you getting Mazi Sochima? Oh,
for where?
Okay, just go somewhere. Okay, just come on, Mazi Sochima.
Okay, Dalo Mazi. Mazi, go ahead and conclude. Mazi, go ahead. Conclude. 30 seconds.
Always easy them come galango. Chido ekele no tongo stop nile. Wo China ka chinele no melo. Wada gba na Chineke gewo. Ebo kan na afa na anu ste na bia na langa nga. Oh, out na Japan. Mana ka ga we na na Igbo ngo. Mana o de no na Igbo ka na ase. Mana fo nga nda ya. Mana nkwo ya ga na zira ya ga Japan fo ya. Wo bi o tele bu na fa. Oje akanko. Abawu.
Oh, hell Biafra. Mazi, thank you very much. And we are already out of time. Thank you very much for this beautiful opportunity, this beautiful morning. Remember, you're a Biafran. Nobody can take what belongs to you unless you allow the person. Unless you allow the person, nobody can take what belongs to you. Nobody can. Nobody can. And this land belongs to us. You know, it's not a question of if we can or if we cannot. No, that is not even it is a matter of we will. Once there is a will, there is a way. You know, so let us all wake up to our responsibility. It is a responsibility that we all have. Let us all wake up. Now, we're already out of time, but I feel like this is very important for me to read. This is, let me see. It is to 10 villages of Omaka, all the Ndiezes and Omaka in diaspora. If you are part of these people that this is referred to, please pay attention. The recent stories emanating from Omaka are very unfortunate. I have heard stories of attacks and kidnappings in Omaka of recent. Some misguided youths of Omaka have decided to bring untold violence and evil into our holy lands. When did we get so low to start feasting on our own people? The worst is that those committing these evils have managed to sell lies to people that they are part of IPOB, and that all they do, they are doing them for the freedom of Biafra, Mazi NnamdiKanu. With these lies, they manage to fool the people and use the integrity of IPOB to make the people react, respect, and obey them. It is time we let every indigene of Omaka and the entire Igbo land know that these evil men and women have nothing in common with IPOB, Mazi NnamdiKanu, or Biafra. The freedom of Biafra has no crime in it. Mazi NnamdiKanu, before his extraordinary rendition into Nigeria, repeatedly told us that every IPOB member must be whiter than white. This entails that every member of IPOB must be truthful, but must not harm his people. In fact, it is IPOB members who sacrifice for others, not the other way round. That's why Mazi NnamdiKanu has been in detention for 3 years now. He is there for your sake, so that you can be free. He has refused to back down. Many IPOB members are in jail, and many others are already dead. Many are paying dues to make sure this struggle is well sponsored. If people sacrifice all this, then why should you believe a common criminal and a kidnapper telling you he is doing it because of Mazi NnamdiKanu? We must start asking questions. Anyone in Omaka who indulges in kidnapping is an enemy of IPOB, Biafra, Mazi NnamdiKanu, and Ndibo in general. We must team up and fight this evil out of our lands. Do not be fooled by certain individuals who were once a member of IPOB but now working for the Nigerian government. They were bought motorbikes by the Imo State governor. We know all of them and we have their records. They are now kidnapping and killing our people just to make you hate IPOB and Mazi NnamdiKanu. They want you to say that Mazi NnamdiKanu brought you nothing but pain. This is what they were recruited to do. Make no mistake about it. Autopilot is a government project, a ploy to give IPOB a bad name. They have no business with Biafra. That's why they are kidnapping and killing our people. Tell me, who will promise you freedom only to kidnap you, take your car and empty your account? What type of freedom is that? It does not matter if you knew him before as a coordinator in IPOB. Once he is into any criminal activity, he or she is no more an IPOB member. All good people of Omaka, Ndieze, council chairman, Omada, and church leaders must come together to tackle these problems. Start gathering the names of individuals who are into these crimes. I know we know them. They live among us. They all bringing us bad names. They are bringing us bad names. Report them to IPOB inquiry lines, and IPOB leadership will take up from there. Enough of this madness. IPOB under Mazi NnamdiKanu will never tolerate such madness. This is written by Mazi Ekeroreke. I had to read that because it is important. It doesn't only speak to Omaka people. It speaks to every Biafran. You must wake up to your responsibility and report crimes, report criminality in your land. And Omaka people must wake up. Not just Omaka, Olo as a whole must wake up. Thank you all very much and do have a wonderful day. Remember that the Mazi Chinasanworu and some members of the DOS, the South American rep, the Deputy European rep, the East African rep, the European rep, the Australian and Oceanic rep, they will be here on Radio Biafra. They will be here on Sunday, June 16th, 2024, and the time will be 7:30 p.m. So do stay tuned. It will be hosted by Mazi Jonathan Chinedu. This is where we bring this program to an end. Thank you all very much for this wonderful morning. Ndewo no Chineke.